If you're doing highlights in your hair, like golden, browny kind of thing, and you throw in some lighter, darker highlights, no big deal. But if you go blonde from being a deep brunette, you absolutely need to change up the colors for the clothes and the makeup.
Hey, Comment Sensor, thank you so much for watching us. I want to introduce you to someone that every actor needs. Jill Kirsh of Jill Kirsh Color. She's giving us some fabulous tips to help us who are actors and performers, and I think you're gonna love it. Welcome, Jill.
Whoa!
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm thrilled to be here.
What shifted you from acting to becoming this color
We
goddess that you are?
First of all, so I grew up around the garment center, with the fashion and the color and all that. But I was also doing makeup as an actor. Then I learned this whole concept about, from back in the day, the summer, winter, are you with this or are you with that? So I kind of started doing that. And then I started pitching the TV shows. And I booked them, all of them, a lot, most all of them. And you work with the celebs on camera. And what I found is when a camera comes in close on you, your hair is what's framing your face. It frames your eyes and your smile, and you really need to work it to pull everything together, which is a very different concept from what I learned about what colors you should wear. So I had like the aha moment, and I put together this system that is entirely based on your present hair color, not like the back of your arm for your skin tone, not what you were born, or you were 10 years old, what color was your hair then, not even what you dyed it like last month. Like, what is it right now? Because I just saw what works. That's the bottom line. I pulled from different places where I've learned things, where I've observed things, and what works. And then I found the best of every shade of color for deep brunettes, for redheads, for golden browns, for gray hair, for whatever. And I started, shopping for fabrics and put it all together. And then I did a makeup line based on, and when I say makeup, again, it's just the eyes, cheeks, and lips. The foundation, totally skin tone, 100%. But for the eyes, cheeks, and lips, you want to play off of the hair color for clothing and for makeup. I was very fortunate that In Style magazine happened to be doing a piece on how to choose your best colors. And somehow they found me. And I was on the phone with the beauty director, and she's on my website in New York, and I'm in LA then. And she said, I thought this was all about your skin tone. And I told her basically what I just told you about frames your face and your hair, and there's dead silence on the phone. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like the beauty area. And she says, I love this. I'll never forget, it was a 4th of July weekend, and they sent me, they wanted to do a piece with celebs, but they, like in their right colors, right? And I had to choose from their archives of photos. But the theme they wanted was celebs in the right colors, purples and pinks. It wasn't like any color. So I can't even tell you how many hours, I sent stuff to a friend of mine who's a stylist, what do you think? Anyway, and they ran this piece, like 10 ways to choose your best colors, and we were number 10, and they took my swatch book with an arrow they drew in to the celeb off of my swatch book. I mean, it was just heaven. It was just...
What would you say to people who like wearing a lot of colors or a lot of like paisleys or patterns for a headshot? What do you think about that?
From the color standpoint, if the colors are basically their colors, they can do that. And you know a lot more about this, I would go more for solids, for headshots. My idea is that the headshot is about you. It's about your eyes, your smile. You don't want everything else to be so interesting that it can pull focus away. Aesthetically, like if the colors in the print are your colors, they're good. But if I had a choice to say, I would say to an actor, to go more for solid things. And the other thing I want to say, because it's super important for actors, what you shoot in front of, your background, is equally as important as what you're wearing. Back in the day, when we were shooting black and white, didn't matter. The neckline, the texture, and all that. Now, everything on a color headshot grabs focus. Everything. And so I even remember, because I've been on both sides of the desk. I've been on the side like I want the job, and I've been on the side to be able to give a job. And someone sent me a picture once, a gal, who had her hands like this. And the first thing I saw were her bright red nails. And that's not what you want to see when you have a headshot. you know?
Don't want to see the pink nails.
No, you don't
on a
see the big
headshot.
nails. But you're running the show here. This is someone who you're seeing like
Right.
a zillion people. You want
Right.
to see this. You want to
Right.
see the face. Sometimes backgrounds can be so distracting. Do you know what I mean? They can pull so much focus away
Yes.
because of the wrong color, and also just because of it's too interesting. You know what I mean? What's propping you up. You know, you want to be pushed out, and especially now online. You know, everything. I mean, the photos are like thumbnails,
yes.
and you want the person to click. You know, to enlarge
So it's
it.
important that they wear their colors that make them pop.
On the back
Right.
and on the
On the
front.
front. Yes.
Yes.
As an actor,
Yeah.
if I'm going on an audition and I know my colors and I look great in my colors, but let's say I'm going for a part where I'm sick, would I wear those colors?
No, you wouldn't. And this is what I love. I love working with actors so much because we show you all the shades of color that make you look amazing. But for character work, this is an incredible tool to extend a character. If you want to look tired, if you want to look older, causatively, do you know what I mean? If you go over through the arc of a story where the person is doing poorly and then just lands the job of her life or the guy or whatever, you can communicate a lot with color to be able to do that.
Is there something that you see a lot of actors make the mistake with? That you could say, you know, this is one of those areas where actors have to be very careful because I see this across the board.
The first thing I thought of when you said that was background. That I don't know, that just came up for me. It was just like they don't think about it, you know? Like I've been shown photos where I'm trying to figure out what that sign says that's kind of blurred out in the background when I'm looking at their headshot. That was the first thing. Also, because I just did a workshop for a bunch of actors yesterday, they just choose colors that they like. You know? The other thing is, like, if a guy has blue eyes and he was told in junior high school, oh, you have such dreamy blue eyes, I will tell you, because I've seen it, his whole wardrobe is pale blue shirts and one maybe royal blue shirt. But once you find the right blue, you see, then it just makes the total difference. And the thing I love about what I do is that the person sees it. It's not like I'm asking you to believe everything I'm saying.
Right.
It's like show and tell kind of
Right.
thing. If you're playing someone who's not doing well, you don't want to walk in like one of your best colors, you know, it kind of defeats the whole purpose. So when you have the swatches with all your best colors, then you know to go somewhere else, like for the wrong ones. Especially, like I've been doing a lot of online sessions because I'm not in LA all the time, and so
So you
talk to
Skype
actors.
with people.
I Skype. I also, because Skype can be funny sometimes with lighting. So what I do is I have them, especially actors, because they have lots of shots, and even if they just take it with their phone, they send me a lot of recent, like very recent shots, and then we're on the phone together, and I ask questions, and I look, and then we do a whole lot of questions. Like, and if they're actors, this is one of the things we talk about. Like, I'll look at them, and like, they'll say, what are the best of these colors, right? And so then I'll choose for them what I think is the very best, and then what are not good. And if I have a character who's not doing well, and then I, give them more information about that.
So again, the color frames the face. So it's the hair color that frames
The hair
the
color,
face.
yeah, the hair color frames the eyes and the smile, and you want to work it. You want to pull focus up to your face, so the presence is there. You know what I mean? You don't
Yes.
want a distraction unless, as a character choice, you want to do something weird and offbeat and as a conscious choice.
So if I decide I want to color my hair
Yes.
and do something very different, how would I know what color to color my hair in order to stay true to myself, or does it not matter? Let's say I wanted to go blonde.
Okay, that's fine. You can go blonde, but you would totally not wear these colors anymore.
Okay.
I would give you a whole other palette. In fact, I saw someone the other night who was a deep brunette, like us, right, for years, and she went blonde. And it's a really warm blonde. It's totally different than what she was wearing, but it's really fun and she's really digging it. But I need to change up all her colors, and she knows that. That's what I say to people. If you're doing highlights in your hair, like golden, browny kind of thing, and you throw in some lighter, darker highlights, no big deal. But If you go blonde from being a deep brunette, you absolutely need to change up the colors for the clothes and the makeup.
I see people wearing certain blonde, they've colored their hair a blonde, but it doesn't fit their skin tone and they look washed out. Is that the color of the skin, or is that the clothing that makes that so?
In my opinion, it's the way they're working the blonde. If they were wearing the right colors and had the right colors on their face, they could pull it off.
Okay.
They could totally pull it off. I was buying fabric for these swatch books the other day, and a woman walks in. She's wearing all black, blonde, warm blonde hair with this like tangerine kind of lipstick that was wonderful. It was wonderful with her hair color, right? So I was talking to the guy who works there, who's very involved in the industry and fashion and costume, and I said, let me just show you something. And I held this swatch thing up to this woman, and the guy lost it. It was so amazing because the lipstick was fine and it worked with her hair color, but instead of black, there are so many colors that will just lift everything together. It's like having everything in sync.
So let's talk about black, because that's
Let's
a
talk
favorite
about black.
industry color.
Absolutely.
But does it fit on everybody?
So I never tell anyone not to wear black, but I show them how to wear it. Okay, so like, give you an example. So if someone's a warm, like honey blonde and wants to wear black, throw on some gold jewelry. Don't do silver with the black. You know, warm it up. Warm up the makeup colors. Don't do like a blue-red lip. Do something like a poppy.
Warm.
If you're warm.
But
and make the black work for you.
If you're more of you're
right.
cool.
Cool.
So then you would have silver. Then you would wear your silver, and you would.
So if someone has like deep brunette hair, like dark brown or black hair, or they're like salt and pepper, silver is amazing. Amazing. And they can wear black anyway, you know, but silver is really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
now,
interesting.
what if you're in the wrong? I just had this thought. What if you're in the wrong color? Can you put a scarf around you to like change stuff a bit?
Yeah, we did scarves with you. I have scarves. The scarves that I have are all hand painted, one of a kind.
And they're gorgeous.
In your colors, in the right colors. So yeah, so if you have something that's pretty much of a neutral kind of color and it's not a gray color, you just throw it up and you can tie it in your hair. You can do all fun kinds of fun stuff.
A big portion of our audience are men. What are maybe 2-3 things that you would say to men who don't know their color or are bald or, you know, are gray haired? How would they find their colors?
Well, I mean, it's pretty much the same as for women. I mean, because the major celebs I work with are guys. It's the same kind of thing with the hair color. If someone is bald, or I had a client, I was saying yesterday, who shaved his head, but he had like some scruff on, you know, eyebrow color. And then, you know, you do take, if I'm right there with them, skin tone into consideration. But like, I have a lot of stuff on YouTube, you know, with guys and on the website. But gray is a huge, huge thing right now. There's specific colors that will make gray hair look amazing, but not the colors that someone wore when they had reddish brown hair and now they're gray. No.
It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. So I've delineated all the shades of color that work. Guys love this. Love it. I mean, because this goes from polo shirts, like graphic tees, you know, shirts and ties and jackets and all that. Not every guy, if you're going in for like, especially like for the actors we're talking to, like for a young businessman or a young lawyer, I'm thinking young, should wear a gray suit. Horrible on some guys.
Okay,
Horrible.
so let's talk older gentlemen. Would they also go in with the gray suit?
It depends on their hair color.
Okay.
If someone has like a reddish brown, like I remember years ago I did a segment with Mario Lopez and Danny Bonaducci on this talk show they had. And Danny had the reddish hair. So I was like bad, good kind of thing. And gray's horrible on the red hair. But you put that on Mario and it looks fabulous in lots of things. But do you know what I'm saying? But you put like a forest green or a deep olive green or like a real rusty, like brown, like an earthy cinnamon brown on Danny, amazing, amazing. So everyone has their own thing. I just show them how to run with it. You know what I mean? Like not every guy is great in a white shirt. Some are better in more of an ivory white.
Right. And that's according to their hair color.
Exactly. Because everything you see, like when we did the one-on-one session, everything you see in front of my mirror translates to on camera. This is like essential for headshots. I have managers and agents that have sent me clients and photographers because when an actor comes in to shoot and they have all the right colors, you're 10 steps ahead of the game.
I want to talk about your product because
Okay.
I think the concept of color is great,
Yeah.
but I think what makes your business so great is that you sell these swatches
Yeah.
that you can then take to the store once you know what your color is, what your what
Whatever palette it
whatever
is.
palette it is,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, so this is a color swatch book. This is what you're talking about.
Yes.
This is one of the color palettes.
It's not my color.
No, and it's not mine
But-
either.
But once Jill did my colors, I started taking these to the store because I like all colors. I like orange. I like lime. I think when Jill met me, I had a chartreuse green suit that I love. And she said, I don't think that's the best for you. But I love that suit. Let me tell you, I love that color. Because I love bright colors.
And you have so many in your group, though, in your palette.
And so what?
we should
really-
have your palette. These,
Yes,
baby,
so
these are your
my
colors.
I love this. I love taking this with me everywhere I go.
Look,
and
yeah.
and I've used it also for my template for my website. For
Yeah.
this is my yellow.
It is
So,
your yellow, I know.
It's my yellow. Look here. See, it's right
great.
there.
It's
It's
great.
right there, and
Look
so
at
is
this,
the pink.
Yeah.
So is the pink. I just think that this is. I'm not trying to sell her stuff, but as an actor, I think every actor should have a little swatch book that you take with you, and that you can also use for when you get fitted for stuff. When they put you in a color, and if the character is not sickly, you want to wear colors that make you pop. But if the character is not feeling well, then you want to wear dreary colors. So I love this. Not only was this a great asset for me and a great tool for me to use, and I still have it, I still use it, but the makeup line.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm color crazy. I love makeup. And what getting your makeup kit did for me was it allowed me to settle in. And that if I wanted to buy other makeup, I just took that little makeup kit with me and go match it up to that color. So I love the tools that you sell along with your service, because we can't all have a Jill with us when we go shopping.
No, and
You know?
I say all you need is this. Like the people I work with online, right? I mean, I send them this. I've sent this to actors. A manager had her client get in touch with me because the guy has all these great credits, great looking guy, wasn't getting out. He wasn't getting out. Her viewpoint was it was the headshot. As soon as I saw these headshots, I knew everything was wrong, color wise. He couldn't even wait to get the book. He's the same as the manager. So he took her swatch book, went shopping. I can't even tell you. I cannot even tell you the difference in these headshots. And he was like getting great feedback, and it was awesome. The viewer's focus should be drawn from the color to the lips to the cheeks to the eyes to the hair. So the message, again, you communicate in words, rides that wave.
Yes.
Like I don't want to give you a lipstick that's going to be so flat and brown and dull.
Yes.
I want everything to be coordinated and in sync and reflect you.
Again, someone who loves color.
Yeah.
I love when I feel great in that color.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I'm wearing my dress.
I mean, you look
feel
amazing.
Fabulous.
You look amazing.
But it does help, it's not just the clothing, but the color of the clothing.
It's really fun. Like we had a ball, like doing that whole session and stuff. It's fun. It's educational. You learn a lot. But it's also incredibly empowering to
Yes,
people.
it
I mean,
is.
I've worked with actors and I've worked with former gang members, and I've worked with the Fulfillment Center. I've worked with an amazing place called Beauty Bus, where it just like all different kinds of organizations that it just lifts people up. So if they're up already, it just kind of kicks it up a notch. But if they're not, it's like goosebump time.
Yes.
I mean, I can't even tell you what it does for me. Showing someone how to take what they have going for them, and run with it. I've worked with at-risk teens, and it's like, it's very special.
Yeah, and something you say sometimes, if you have the wrong color, people just see that color. They don't see you.
Yeah, it should be like a good balance.
Yes.
If you get a compliment, oh, that's a great dress, that's fine. But I mean, I look at you in this color, and it just like sends me right up to your face. You know, it's lovely. It's beautiful. You're such a good ad for me.
Oh,
So
well,
good. She
thank
always
you,
looks so
thank
good.
you.
But it was like I'd seen, you know, swatches in a book, and so but I just took it to another
Okay.
level.
Okay.
You know, and this hair color thing has been the biggest advance. People have become so confused. My God, I have clients that say, well, I looked at the back of my wrist and I can't tell if it's on a yellow or on blue. Don't look at the back of your wrist. You know, look in the mirror. What color is your hair? Bam. That's all I need to know. And then I'm going to show you all the right colors.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
it has been such a treat having you here and talking
It's been
with
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
And Jill Kirsh has a YouTube channel, Jill
Yes.
Kirsh Color. You can also go to a website, jillkirshcolor.com, and get what you need. She will take care of you.
And we're on Amazon, Instagram, we're on Twitter. We're all
Follow
over the place.
her.
Follow, yes. If you have questions, if anyone has questions or specific things, shoot me, you know, an email or put it on,
Excellent.
you know, post it on Facebook or whatever. For industry, this isn't even just fun and nice, it's essential.